So, factoring. In this video we're going to start looking at factoring complex trinomials. So we know that before we get to the complex we're going to check if there's common factor first and always, then check if it's a special case, difference of squares or perfect squares, you may or may not know this yet, then see if it's a simple trinomial, if it starts with just x squared or like a is equal to 1, or if it's complex trinomial, this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to show you just one example of this one, and then the next videos we'll do some more. So what is a complex trinomial? A complex trinomial means it's got three terms, 1, 2, and 3, and that the a value is different from 1. So something like this, 2x squared is going to be a complex trinomial. Even if it's minus x squared, it's already a complex trinomial. The only way it's a simple trinomial if it just starts with x squared or a squared or just 1 so something. Okay, when I have this, I know that when I expand my answers, my brackets, I need this and this should give me 2x squared. So really there's only one choice. I can have 2x and I can have x. But when I multiply the last two, I need to get 6. And I have a couple of choices. It could be 6 and 1, or it could be 3 and 2. And actually it could be 3 and 2, or 2 and 3, or it could be 6 and 1, or 1 and 6. So I'm going to need to try those 4 combinations. But I'm going to notice something. The first thing I should check for is that there's a common factor. 2x squared plus 13x plus 6 does not have any common factor. If there's no common factor on the question, on the standard form, there will be no common factor inside my brackets. So if I want to check 2 and 3, I don't need to check the 2 here, because 2 and 2 will have the common factor coming down. So you may remember from our first video how we do this in the trial and error method. And it's going to be like this. I'm going to put my first bracket on top, 2x, and my other bracket on the bottom, x. So that's going to be my left bracket and my right bracket. Then I'm going to do a little cross to remind me that I need to check by cross multiplying to get my middle term. And now I say, okay, what if I put here in the red bracket, I'm going to put 2 and 3. So if I put 2 and 3 again, 2 and 2 have common factor, so I'm not even going to check it because that's just not going to work. That's how it happens. So I'm going to check 3 and 2. 3 and 2. On the next video I'm not going to use colors, so I'll take a little, make it faster. So now I'm going to cross multiply to check if I can make 13x. By looking at this already, I know that because that's positive and that's positive, I know that both my numbers are going to end up being positive. But I'm going to check. 2 and 2 gives me 4 and 3. With 4 and 3, can I make 13? The answer is no. So we're going to check another answer. So 2 and 3 I can't do, so 6 and 1. If I put 6 here, 6 and 2 would have common factor. So I'm not even going to try it because I know it's not going to work out. So I'm going to check 1 and 6. And then I'm going to check. 2 and 6 gives me 12. 1 and x gives me 1. So with 1 and 12 can I make 13? And the answer is of course yes it can, as long as they're both adding. And therefore my answer is 2x plus 1 and x plus 6. That should be our answer. Now we're still going to check it. We're going to make sure that it's right. We're going to do 2x times x gives me 2x squared. 1 times 6 gives me 6. And now my inside is x times 1 and 6 times 2. So that's 12 and 1 give me 13x. And then we know that that's the right answer.